So there's this idea, this little brainworm that's been running around in my head. I thought I'd share it with you. It's an idea about human choice and behavior, specifically how to explain it all. With the craziness of the world, I pondered to myself, what could be behind all of this? This beautifully frustrating enigma that we call humanity. Millennia of learning, whole libraries of texts, and entire fields of studies created to try and explain us, and I think I may have boiled it down to a single sentence. A simple formula. I call it the human formula. And it goes like this. Humans will, typically, follow the path of least resistance and most positive feedback, unless acted upon by an external force. Perhaps you think this is too obvious. Maybe too simple. I would like to agree with you. After all, everything that we have done, all that we have created, I'd like to think that we are this noble, complex creature. But really, the formula can explain a lot of it, if not all. Take fire, for example. We mastered fire, this destructive force of nature, to make staying warm easier, to provide greater safety at night from predators, to help us cook food. We created tools from stones in order to help create things for ourselves, in order to hunt easier. We mastered agriculture and the planting of seeds, in order to create a more stable food supply. This led to villages, towns, and eventually cities, which led to safer places to raise our children and a greater sense of belonging. Farming was hard, but far less uncertain than hunting game in the fields. The cities, for all of their complex systems, offered greater protection, greater opportunities for growth and learning. They also offered greater conflict and greater disease. But cities were a step up from a simpler but far harder life and offered far greater reward. In the long run, far easier. An easier way to understand the formula, I suppose, is to think of a simple river. The river does not fight gravity. It flows with it, downhill. It flows around hard objects, taking the easiest path to its destination. In many ways, we're like that river. Take the easiest path, leading to greater physical comforts, greater emotional satisfaction, or something we perceive as an advantage. It's not laziness, it's efficiency. It's not bad or selfish. Rewards can be altruistic. Helping someone feels good. Effort can be enjoyable. The completion of a difficult task can be its own reward. But the calculation, at its base, remains the same. Is the effort worth the desired outcome? When presented with two paths to the same desired outcome, and one is harder than the other, which path does a person pick? In my experience, people will tend to pick the easier path. It's only obvious. There are exceptions to this. Reasons to make someone choose the harder path. Compulsions, duty, laws, threats. But these are external factors, influencing that person's decision. Ultimately, the calculation remains the same in 99% of cases. Minimizing the effort for the maximizing of the gain. Consider the food you eat and why you choose certain meals. Is it the taste that you enjoy? That's a reward. Perhaps it's the ease of preparation. Fast food, microwaved meals, the easier path, least resistance. Perhaps you favor healthier foods for the long-term reward of good health. But even then, do you try and find the easiest way to eat healthy? The simplest recipes? The most convenient healthy snacks? In the end, the balance is between effort and reward. You can see this in work life, study life. When presented with a difficult task, do you immediately face it head on? Some do, but a lot of people procrastinate. When deciding what career to follow, to choose, what factors do you consider? Passion for the job? Certainly, but typically also salary, reward, job security, ease of mind, the work-life balance, more ease of mind, more reward. In your leisure time, which do you choose to do? Read a difficult book? Learn a complicated skill? Or do you choose to scroll on social media? Be here. The reading of the book, the learning of the skill, might provide you with better long-term reward, but the scrolling, the small short-term boosts of dopamine, the likes, the posts, the constant small positive rewards, which is easier? Which is harder? Which offers more resistance? Which do you choose? In the end, the conclusion I leave to you. Am I making a mountain out of a molehill, speaking an obvious truth? Or have I stumbled across something a little bit deeper? A simple explanation to explain the crazy insanity that we call humanity. In the end, I truly do hope I'm wrong. I hope that there is something greater and nobler about us than this. But in the end, I also fear that I'm right. And really, humans can just be boiled down to a few words in a simple sentence. But for now, that's all I have for you. Just my little musings on an idea. Share down below. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I mad? Stupid? I'm always interested to know what other people think. Also be sure to subscribe for any future stories or ideas I might have for you. And do hit that like button, or the dislike. Either way, works for me. But until next time, dear listener, I have been your humble curator. I do see yourself out. I have work to do.